I remember in an earlier broadcast you were telling us that any IT expert would be able to trace back the source of these tweets and this information and that Wikipedia page change where Arshdeep Singh and his link with that very, very notorious link was drawn to Khalistan. Can you please tell our viewers how?
Look, so IP addresses are allocated to a telecom or internet service providers. Like in India, if you see, 9810 numbers are with Airtel, 9899 was Hutch. So if you look at a mobile number, within a minute you can figure out which country this number belongs to. So likewise, if you look at an IP address, within a minute you can figure out which country this belongs to. So the Wikipedia edit which was done to defame Arshdeep and call him a Khalistani and vandalize his page, the edit that happened from a particular user who is based in Pakistan, and as a confirmatory thing, the IP address of that user, which is visible on Wikipedia page, because Wikipedia capture IP addresses when you make an edit, that IP address belongs to Pakistan. So that's link number one. Now, second, there are two kind of accounts on Twitter. When you run a hashtag trend, one who openly claim to be Pakistanis. Then there are second sort of accounts which are Pakistanis, which masquerade as Indian accounts, using fake identities, calling themselves with Indian looking names and all those things. But if you carefully look, you can figure out they are bots, because they're, tweeting a set of propaganda, always pro Imran Khan, pro ISI, abusing India, and then using names as Bharat Ka Putra and all those things. So the point here is, if you look at this entire thing in a larger context, this is not about cricket, this is not about Hindu and Muslims. Pakistani Army, as their war doctrine, has been using information warfare and disinformation propaganda as a tool to create divides and fixtures in India, to bleed India with 1,000 wounds using cyber every day. And this is not my assumption, it is written in the Green Book, which reflects the security policy which is available online, which was leaked online, and it has been happening for 4 years. And there is a continual pattern ever since 360 was abolished. There is a Kashmir to Khalistan project where they try and link up Kashmir and Khalistan as two common issues and coming together. So all the accounts which are tweeting against government of India during Article 370 abrogation, most of them were projecting themselves as Sikhs. Sure. Most of them were operating as fake accounts by Sikh for Justice, which is a banned organization funded and fueled by ISI. If you go on, then for 4 years there are continuous hashtags which are being run. Indian Muslims in danger. So suppose there is a small incident which happens where an Indian, user on Zomato will put.
But Jitin, then my most obvious question is, what does a government do? What does a government do?
I will not take second chance. Just 2 minutes. So an idiotic Indian user somewhere might comment and say कि मेरे को Muslim से pizza delivery नहीं चाहिए. A small incident in a country of 1.4 billion may happen. But these Pakistani accounts will tweet that photo in thousands and thousands and create a picture as if every Indian is boycotting Muslims. They will create thousands and hundreds of fake videos shooting riots, projecting that Indians are killing, Hindus are killing Muslims, Muslims are killing Indians, molesting women and all those things, creating an atmosphere of deep religious divide in India. Now, preventing terrorism in Punjab is another, their agenda where they're trying to fuel this Khalistan issue. Now, calling Muhammad Shami a Pakistani or calling, Arshdeep a Khalistani is that larger propaganda of creating religious divides in India. Now, on Indian government side, I think our agencies have completely failed to understand this new age warfare, a fifth generation warfare. They are not able to detect, 2, they are not able to stop, 3, at times when they are able to detect, they don't know how to deal with it. And it has come to a stage where our society has completely fallen for that ISPR trap. Our mainstream political opposition parties question government whether you actually dropped a bomb during airstrikes or not. Our political parties actually believe that it is Indian society which has been trolling Muhammad Shami or Arshdeep. Our journalists, our society, our leaders actually fight with each other.
No, but then here is the thing, Jitin. I would long before this Twitter generation or social media rage existed a time where Indians used to love their cricket and cricketers when they won, and Indians used to thrash their cricketers when they used to lose. So this has happened. But if you say that this is a cyber security threat and a new form of cyber warfare which Pakistan is indulging in, then in that case much more is expected from the government, because just imagine what this does to the morale of the players, what this does to, how do you expect a common Twitter user in this country to know that this is cyber warfare from Pakistan? Apart from just saying, you'll have to give proof to people.